So the other day when I was making the annual video about the inventory and what all guitars we had, I noticed something on this guitar because I'd never really noticed before, because I guess I never got it in the right light. But I'm going to try to recreate it. But someone has written the word gloss in the VOS, and you can't really see it very well, and I can't make it pick it up just right to do it, but the word gloss is written in there. You can see it right there. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And because of that, I thought today is the day to bring this one out and do a full deep clean on the top and see if we can rub off the VOS gunk that's on the top. So time to do a deep dive on the R8. So let's see if I can get a little bit better view of this now so anybody can see it. See how it's written right there. GLOSS. And so deep down I've been wondering ever since I saw it whether or not that meant that somebody was trying to give whoever buys the guitar a little heads up that once you get the guitar, to take and move and polish it to turn it into a gloss finish because it has a better top, and they just took it off because it was in the demo shop. So today we're going to find out if that is the case, because like I say, I am always curious about, I thought this top had a pretty nice movement to begin with, but like I say, it was one of those moments where it was like, well, it's an R8, so it's not really supposed to have a deep moving top, so I was not really sure, but now it's really starting to sink in that that's probably the case. Now, you can see this VOS hardware, it really does look like it's been aged pretty good. Like, that's a pretty solid aging job. I mean, it's pretty easy, pretty hard to recreate, but they definitely looks like it's been molded, crusty and rusty a little bit. So, and of course, the head, the hardware on the head stock is very much that way. So, like I say, there's a whole bunch of stuff they did a pretty good job with recreating there. So this is the first time I'm going to have these pickups out. So, oh man, that's a nice long lead on it. And there it is. Burst Bucker 2, BB2 in the neck, and BB2 wound by PS, so Fanserum. That's a so 6 and 12 of 2012. Wow, that one's an old pickup. Does the other one have a date on it? 11 and 16 of 20. So that's probably, so that's an interesting that's a pretty interesting deal. This bridge is a much older pickup. If it's 6 and 12 of 2012, that's a much older pickup. So interesting though. But it does have you can see if we move that tag, it would have the PAF sticker underneath it. So that's cool. So that all matches up. But it's time to condition this fretboard because it has never been conditioned unless I did it and just don't remember it, but I don't think I did. I think it's exactly how it came from Gibson. Now that fretboard looks more like what you think something should look like. That's going to be an R8. So now it's time though to get into taking the dirty lemon and turning it into a clean lemon. So off I go. All right, the cleaner is on there, and you can see it's got a little bit of a dull to it. But as we get ready here, I'm about to do this next phase. Thought I'd just kind of share an initial reactions to, that stuff seems to be coming off pretty easily. Now, it's been on there for quite some time, so it's not like it's something that was just put on or anything like that. So we're in a position where things are definitely moving along. So, wow, that really did make a massive difference. And this is even before the polish has gone on. This is just after being cleaned. And now you can clearly see there's no words written anywhere on there anymore. But even more than that, this top has a perfect bookend that I never really realized was there until after this cleaner. So the Virtuoso stuff really is pretty impressively good at what it does. So on to the polishing part. Actually, before I do that, I wanted to show how much this conditioner, I have not wiped this down at all, but the fretboard conditioner is sinking in so much because of how dry that wood was. I may put another layer of that stuff on, just to put another on there, but just wanted to give a little representation of just exactly how much that thing is absorbing. And with that, the VOS is gone. And this guitar has movement in ways that I did not even know that it had. So that really was somebody trying to say, hey, gloss this, but but that movement on this guitar is pretty impressive now that it is no longer covered by the VOS treatment, and that gives this guitar a really pretty appearance. So for a 58, it's got a pretty heavy motion in it. I mean, like I said, that's a pretty nice top for a 58 reissue. But anyway, so still letting that sink in before I put the next little bout in there. But that turned out really well, and I'm happy about it. So, like I say, I'll do a little bit more and then I'll do a finish up. So here it is in the finishing stages of it before I tune it up and put the screws back in and everything for the pick guard and such as that. And before I do all that, I wanted to take a moment and put it in the sunlight. So I'll push pause and change this up. Give me just a moment here. Yeah, I'll just do it like this. So check this out in the sunlight. That is some nice figuring. And this guitar, has an amazing sound to it anyway. So now it finally looks as good as it sounds. So thank you to whoever it was in the demo shop, custom shop, whoever it was that wrote gloss in the VOS treatment, because that really was a tip worth getting. And now here they are next to each other. The siblings have come together. Now, admittedly, one is a little bit older than the other one. So the R9 on the right is a 2019, and if I'm remembering correct, the other one is a 2022. But they have the dirty lemon on the left and green lemon on the right. So that's a pretty striking difference. Now, that 59 has a much more visibly active top, but as we discovered with this one, if you get to the side, you can really see the difference on it. But overall, these two represent something I've always wanted, which was the 58 and the 59. So I'm pretty ecstatic about the whole situation. Looking forward to getting the 59 cleaned up, and then playing these two back to back, doing some measurements and stuff like that, and also looking at those pickups in the 59, because and also I want to do a cleanup on that, because I think that one is going to look amazing with some really nicely cleaned up top and everything. I think it's really going to bring that one to life. May have to run that one without a pick guard for a little bit, but there they are. R8, R9. Till next time.